Hello people, today we are going to learn about collecting information and forecasting demand in marketing management. So let's see. What is marketing information system? A marketing information system consists of people, equipment, and procedure to gather, sort, analyze, evaluate, and distribute needed timely accurate information to marketing decision makers. The major responsibility for identifying significant marketplace changes falls to the company's marketers. Marketers have two advantages for the task: disciplined methods for collecting information and time spent interacting with customers and observing competitors and other outside groups. Some firms have marketing information systems that provide rich detail about buyers' wants, preferences, and behavior. Every firm must organize and distribute a continuous flow of information to its marketing manager. It relies on internal company records, marketing intelligence activities, and market research. Information needs probe. The company's marketing information system should be a mixture of what managers think they need, what they really need, and what is economically feasible. An internal MIS committee can interview a cross section of marketing managers to discover their information needs. This slide lists the questions to ask. Here is the question: what decision do you regularly make? What information do you make to make these decisions? What information do you regularly get? What studies do you periodically request? What information would you want that you are not getting now? What are four most helpful improvements that could be made in the present marketing information system? The next thing is internal records and marketing intelligence. There are four kinds: order payment cycle, databases, warehousing and data mining, sales information system, and marketing intelligence system. What is marketing intelligence system? It is a set of procedures and sources that managers use to obtain everyday information about development in the marketing environment. The internal record system supplies result data, but the marketing intelligence system supplies happenings data. Marketing managers collect marketing intelligence in a variety of different ways, such as by reading books, newspapers, trade publications, talking to customers, suppliers, and distributors, monitoring social media on the internet, and meeting other company managers. Needs and trends. There are three kinds: fad, trend, and mega trend. A fad is unpredictable, short-lived, without social, economic, and political significance. A company can cash in on a fad such as Crocs, clogs, Elmo TMX doll, and Pokemon's gift and toy, but getting it right requires luck and good timing. A direction or sequence of events with momentum and durability. A trend is more predictable and durable than a fad. Trends reveal the shape of the future and can provide strategic direction. A megatrend is a large social, economic, political, and technological change that is slow to form and once in a place influences us for some time, between 7 and 10 years or longer. Major forces in the environment is: first thing is demographic, economic, socio-culture, natural, technological, and political or legal. Population and demographic. Demographic developments often move at a fairly predictable pace. The main one marketers monitor is population, including size, growth rate, or population in cities, regions, and nations, age distribution, ethnic mix, educational levels, household patterns, and regional characteristic and movement. Next thing is economic environment. The available purchasing power in economic depends on the current income, prices, saving debts, and credit availability. As the recent economic downturn vividly demonstrated, trends affecting purchasing power can have a strong impact on businesses, especially for companies whose products are geared to high income and price sensitive consumers. From our socio-cultural environment, we absorb almost unconsciously a worldview that defines our relationship to ourselves, others, organizations, society, nature, and the universe. The table lists the favorite consumer leisure time activities like reading, TV watching, spending time with family, going to movies, fishing, computer activities, gardening, renting movies, walking, and exercise. The next thing is natural environment, which consists of shortage of raw material, increased energy cost, anti-pollution pressures, and governmental protection. The next thing is an technological environment, which consists of pace of change, opportunities for innovation, varying R&D and budget, increased regulation of change. The political legal environment consists of business legislation and growth of special interest group. The political and legal environment consists of law, government agencies, and pressure groups that influence various organizations and individuals. Sometimes these laws create new business opportunities. Mandatory recycling law have boosted the recycling industry and launched dozens of new companies making new product from recycled material. Two major trends are the increase in business regulation and the growth of special interest group. This figure illustrates that the companies can prepare as many as 90 different types of demand estimates for 6 different product levels, 5 space levels, 3 time periods. Each demand, this is a time, this is a product, and this is space. Each demand measure serves a specific purpose. A company might forecast short-run demand to order raw material, plan production, and borrow cash. It might forecast regional demand to decide whether to set up regional distribution. There are many ways to break down the market. The potential market is a set of consumers with a sufficient level of interest in a market offer. The available market is a set of consumers who have interest, income, access to a particular offer. Then the target market is the part of the qualified available market the company decides to pursue. And the last one is the penetrated market, is a set of consumers who are buying the company's product. Estimating current demand, total market potential. Total market potential is the maximum sales available to all firms in an industry during given period, under a given level of industry marketing effort, environmental condition. A common way to estimate a total market potential is to multiply the potential number of buyers by the average quantity each purchases times the price times the price. For example, if 100 million people buy books each year, and the average book buyer buys 3 books a year at an average price of 20 each, then the total market potential for book is 6 billion. 100 million multiplied by 3 times 20. The most difficult component to estimate is the number of buyers. We can always start with the total population in a nation, say 261 million people. Next, we estimate groups that obviously would not buy the product. Assume illiterate people and children under 12 don't buy books and constitute 20% of the population. This means that 80% of the population, or 209 million people, are in the potential pool. Further research might tell us that the people of low income and low education don't buy books, and they constitute 30% of the population pool. Eliminating them, we will arrive at a prospect pool of approximately 146.3 million book buyers. We use this number to calculate total market potential. A variation on this method is the chain ratio method, which multiplies a base number by several adjusting percentages. Suppose a brewery is interested in estimating the marketing potential for a new light beer specially designed to accompany food. It can make an estimate calculation illustrated in here in the slide. Demand of the new light beer multiplied by the population multiplied by the average percentage of the personal dictionary income per capita spent on food multiplied by average percentage of amount spent on food, that is spent on beverages, multiplied by average percentage of the amount spent on beverages, that is spent on alcoholic beverages, multiplied by average percentage of amount spent on alcoholic beverages, that is spent on the beer, multiplied by the expected percentage of amount spent on beer that will be spent on the light beer. So this is how we have to calculate the total market potential. Estimating current demand area market potential. Market buildup. The market buildup method calls for identifying all potential buyers in each market, estimating their potential purchases. It produces accurate results if we have a list of all potential buyers and a good estimate of what each will buy. Unfortunately, this information is not always easy to gather. Consider a machine tool company that wants to estimate the area market potential for its wood lathe in Boston area. Its first step is to identify all potential buyers of wood lathes in the area, primarily manufacturing establishments that shape or ream wood as a part of their operation. The company would compile a list from a directory of all the manufacturing establishment in that area. Then it could estimate the number of lathes each industry might purchase based on the number of lathes per thousand employees or per 1 million sales in that industry. An efficient method of estimating area market potential make use of the North American Industry Classification System, developed by the US Bureau of Census in conjunction with the Canadian and Mexican government. The NAICS classifies all manufacturing into 20 major industry sectors and further breaks each sector into 6-digit hierarchical structure shown in the slide here. Industry sector, industry subsector, which deals with broadcasting and telecommunication, industry group, which deals with telecommunication, industry, which is wireless telecommunication, couriers, except for satellite, and national industry, which is US paging. To use the NAICS, the lathe manufacturer must first determine the 6-digit NAICS code that represent the product whose manufacturers are likely to require lathe machines. To get full picture of the 6-digit NAICS industry that might use this, the company can determine the past customers' NAICS codes. Then go through the NAICS manual and check off all the 6-digit industry that might have interest in lathes. Then mail questionnaire to a wide range of companies inquiring about their interest in wood lathes. The company's next task is to determine an appropriate base for estimating the number of lathes each industry will use. Suppose industry sales are most appropriate base. Once the company estimates the rate of lathe ownership relative to the customer industry sales, it can compute the market potential. Next thing is estimating future demand. How do firms develop their forecast? They may create their own or buy forecasts from outside, such as marketing research firms, which interviews customers, distributors, and other knowledgeable parties. Forecasting is the art of anticipating what buyers are likely to do under a given set of conditions. For major consumer durables such as appliances, research organizations conduct periodic surveys of customers' buying intention, ask questions like, do you intend to buy automobile within next 6 months? When buyer interviewing is impractical, the company may ask its sales representative to estimate their future sales. Companies can also obtain forecasts from experts, including dealers, distributors, suppliers, marketing consultants, and trade associations. Firms can develop sales forecasts on the basis of past sales. Time series analysis break past time series into 4 components: trend, cycle, seasonal, and erratic, and projects them into the future. Exponential smoothing projects the next period sale by combining on an average of past sales and the most recent sale, giving more weight to the latter. Statistical demand analysis measures the impact of a set of causal factors such as income, marketing expenditure, and price on the sales level. Finally, econometric analysis builds set of equations that describe a system and statistically deriving the different parameters that make up the equation statistically. When buyers don't plan their purchases carefully or experts are unavailable or unreliable, a direct market test can help forecast new product sales or establish product sales in a new distribution channel or territory. So in essence, for estimating the future demands, we use surveys of the buyer intention, composite of sales force opinion, expert opinion, past sales analysis, and market test method. So guys, I hope you got some idea on the collecting information and forecasting demand under marketing management tutorial. So thank you very much for watching. Come back to my channel or subscribe to my channel for more videos on marketing and other geek topics. See you soon.